Hey everyone, I'm Ronak and today I'm going to teach you how to play this 2 to 6 player word building card game called Tailspin. Let's learn. In Tailspin, players rush to finish the cards in their hand by making clever words in the middle of the table. The game ends when any one player finishes all the cards in their hands or the main deck runs out of cards. That is when all the players score points and the player with the most points will win the game. Let's look at the components. The game comes with these letter cards, these special cards which are wild cards and also can be used instead of a vowel or a consonant or both. Then we have these score changer and game changer cards, and lastly we have a die. In the setup, first shuffle all the cards and deal 11 cards to each player. Then place the top card from the rest of the deck face up in the middle of the table and place the deck besides it. Do note that if you pull a score or game changer card like this, just shuffle it back and open a new card. On your turn, you must use these cards in order to make a word on the table, starting with the tail end of the last word which is played. For example, you can use the last letter of teach to make a hotel. You can also make choose or ache using the ch or ach. A player may choose to take the previous word entirely as well, because the game allows players to add suffixes like I just have done here. Do note that some cards are double letter cards. In that case, you cannot use just one letter to make a new word, you must use both. Scoring. To end your turn, note down all the points you get on the cards of your newly formed word. You also get bonus points for making longer words based on this table which is shown in the rulebook. Now remember this, that there are 3 rules when adding words to the tailspin. First, you must add something from your hand to make a word. Second, the new word must be at least 3 letters long. Third, you cannot skip letters of the tail you are using. Are there any words which are not allowed? Let's see. Proper nouns, abbreviations, acronyms, words with apostrophes and hyphens, and slang or words from dialects other than English. Apart from adding cards from your hand to the table and making a word, you also have 3 additional actions that you can do. Let's see what they are. First is you can roll a die and add that number of cards to your hand from the deck. Remember that there is no limit of cards that you can have in your hand. Second, you can roll the die and exchange that number of cards from your hand with the deck. For example, here I roll a 3. I can pick up 3 cards from the deck and I can also put back any 3 cards from my hand under the deck. Lastly, you can also choose to do nothing and take no points that turn, essentially passing your turn. Let's get to the game changer and the score changer cards. On your turn, after making a word, you can play a double it or a triple it card to increase your score. On another player's turn, you can also play a split it card to take half of their points. This ditch it card can be used on your turn to force another player to take one of your hand cards which you choose. To correctly play this switch it card, you can roll the dice and force another player to swap that number of cards with you. Here, you can choose what cards you want to swap, but your opponent can't. These two cards, Ditch It and Switch It, must be played at the start of your turn. However, if someone plays any action card, you can play a No Way card and block them. This No Way card can be also played at any time and especially in other players' turns to block them. When the deck runs out or any one player has finished all their cards from their hand, that is when the game ends. Now all the players must total all the points that they have achieved each turn. But remember this, you also have to subtract all the points that you have left over in your hand cards. At the end of this, whoever has the most points is the winner of Tailspin. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you really want to know more about where can you get Tailspin the word game, then let me leave a link in the description down below which you can check it out. Also a shout out to the creators of this game who also helped sponsor this video. I really had fun talking to them and knowing more about this one. If you want to know more about such videos, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is this one, Chai and Games. And also you can follow us on Instagram and other social media to be updated on what is going on later. Till then, I'll see you. Bye-bye.